Hey, hey.
Hey. Happy Wednesday, boo.
Happy Wednesday. Happy 1st of November. It's November.
It is November, as
Like,
we call
it's
it. November
November. Already.
to November.
Already.
I
How did
know.
we get here?
I don't know. I,
Like, I'm
I
like,
blinked.
I feel like we was just in Atlanta at the event.
We blinked and it was like
Mhm.
September. And then we blinked again. It's November and it's gonna be January, which is cool with me because that's our birthday month. So
You know,
I can live with that.
I'm
But
ready for my
happy
birthday dress.
Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. And today's my first day back on social media.
Yay, welcome back. Today is also National Authors Day.
I
Happy,
posted.
happy National Authors Day to you and
And
all
to
of the
you.
Diamond Writers.
Yes.
I hope that they are celebrating today their accomplishments and posting those books and those links to buy those books. Come on now, ladies. Make
Okay.
sure that y'all
More,
get that.
more importantly.
More importantly, let's go ahead and get the coins for
Yes.
the work, right?
Yes.
We have a good show tonight. I think we have a good topic. It is Bay Day here on the Hustle and Shine podcast. So for those of you who tune in with us regularly, you know our Bay Day episodes are all about business and entrepreneurship. And so today is our Bay Day. And so we have a really great topic called Mind
Yo, business.
Your Business. Okay, mind your business.
Yours.
Yeah. So we're super excited about that. Oh, we don't have a ticker for it. Oops, my fault, y'all.
We
But
don't.
y'all know what today is. Today is Bay Day. Mind your business is the episode. So a couple of things before we get started. As many of you may have learned a few weeks ago, we introduced a new segment called Sober Up. You're also probably familiar with our Sip and Shine. We're actually going to do both of those tonight. It is rare that we do both in one night. Usually it's one or the other, but tonight is a little bit special. So I do want to do both of those tonight on this episode of Mind Your Business. Now, keep in mind, we are not, how do I say this? We are not business coaches. We are not, business experts. We are
Right.
business owners, but we do not declare to be experts. I don't do any coaching. I don't do anything like that. This show is strictly opinion and experiential advice, right? This is our advice. Also, one thing to keep in mind, we focus less on the business and more on the business owner because
Mhm.
our platform is all about healing, accountability, things like that. And so we rarely are ever going to go into the weeds and the granular, parts of business ownership and really focus on you, the business owner. So keep that in mind as you're listening to this episode and any episode from the Hustle and Shine podcast. Our main goal is helping you to be a better you. So, any business advice, branding, marketing, monetizing, that is not my strength. What I do specialize in is getting you together. So, that's really what our focus is going to be.
We gonna get you right.
We're going to get you right. So, as we're waiting for our gems and gents to join the show, we did forget the intro. For those of you who are new to the platform, how you doing, Jim? My name is Natima Sheree. I'm the queen pin of TGI and the Diamond Writers.
And I'm your girl Melvie, the MV Pen.
Ace, and this is the Hustle and Shine podcast. So real quick, y'all, real transparent moment. You may tell my eyes are a little bit swollen. I'm not sick. It is not allergies. I have been crying. I did learn today that I did not get the promotion that I was going for.
Aw.
And my tears really aren't disappointment necessarily. It's not like I'm totally upset. I think it's just a combination of relief and also, well, what next, right? Anybody out there ever had that anxiety and that anxious feeling of, okay, well, what am I supposed to do next? Because you know where you are, it has expired, right? I've reached my expiration date in this season of life. I'm been in my same position for 2 years. I'm ready to excel. I'm ready to expand and move on. And so I thought this was that opportunity. So really the tears were more so me not knowing what's next. And I don't like not being in control. And I know that's something I need to mature and grow, but I hate not knowing. And
It's a
so I think,
Capricorn thing.
huh?
It's a Capricorn thing.
Right? So I feel like that's where my tears came from. So please forgive these big old swollen eyes tonight. It is because I have been like on my face, seeking God, crying, like trying to understand, okay, if that wasn't the job, what is the job? What is the position? Am I supposed to leave corporate America and do full-time entrepreneurship? I just want answers.
I
And
was just about to say, maybe it's not the job.
that's
Maybe
what I'm
maybe
thinking.
it's not. Maybe it's just it's we were just talking about this same thing for me. Like it's like I don't want necessarily to commit myself to another promotion within my company because I don't plan to be there that long. Like I
Right.
know and I'm clear that that's not my purpose. You know, right now it's a means to an end, but my focus is to get my business where it needs to be. And I know that if I
Right.
devote that amount of time to somebody else's pocket, because that's their coins,
Right.
that mines are gonna suffer. So it is hard as an entrepreneur, trying to like use your 9 to 5 to subsidize your business venture, but then having to decipher, okay, well, how much time do I invest in one or the other? So don't be sad. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it didn't happen because it
Yeah.
was supposed to happen because you have bigger things on the rise. You
Yeah.
about to be in film festivals and all these. Listen, they can't hold you. That box not big enough.
Speak that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, and oddly enough, Mel, my tears weren't like I remember confessing that in prayer. I'm like, God, I'm not even sad about not getting the job. I'm sad because I don't know what's next. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what I'm supposed to do next, but I know I'm bigger than where I am right now. And I just want to know, well, then where do I go from here? And so that's why I was just crying. And how many people can relate to sometimes when you are in God's face and you are like really, really going in prayer and really seeking God, it becomes emotional to be that close and that connected. And so I just got overwhelmed by emotion, in prayer with God, and I just started to cry, and it left me. I gotta remember, Tima, you got big eyes. You can't be crying before a show because it's going to show, right? So anyway, thank you for all of you who did pray for me, who showed me a lot of love on that post where I announced and shared that I was going after this promotion. Thank you for all the good words and the good vibes and the inspiration and the motivation and the encouragement. It was not wasted. Just because I didn't get that position, that is not the end, it's the interlude. Okay, this is just the intermission. So there's more for me. There's more for me in corporate America and diversity, equity, and inclusion. There's more for me and all the other things that God has called me to do. So thank you again.
Absolutely.
Bear with me. I'll have more to share in the future. All right, Mel, what are we chatting about tonight?
Well, first we got to get to this. I don't know which we doing sip and shine first. We
Girl.
interrupting the piece. What we doing?
Yes. So let's do the sober up first, and then we'll finish with the sip and shine. That way, we're finishing even this segment on a high note. So
All
first, we're
right.
gonna get the sober up out the way. Now, I hate dropping disclaimers, but I do them because I don't like when people are in my DMs with their petty comments.
Mm.
So here's a disclaimer: these are my opinions. Yes, I am the founder and owner and all the things of TGI and the Diamond Writers, but I do not speak for all the diamonds or those affiliated. This is purely Natima Sheree. But the sober up moment is what's the girl? What's her name? Not oh gosh, is it Sexy Red? Is that her name?
Yeah, that's one of them. It's so many of them.
I can't even roll my eyes because my eyes are swollen. She has this lip gloss line coming out that she's launching.
Mm. Oh, is that the one with the ratchet names?
Girl, she
I
got
can
one
listen.
called
Y'all have to forgive me. I've been on social media for an entire month, so I'm a
Look,
little. Some things I've heard, but I heard about that. I did hear about
look. I I think one is called gonorrhea. Like in real life. Like that is
it. Yeah,
so
I've
again,
heard
I was
people
waiting
named
to
her.
see if it was maybe a parody or a joke or someone just speaking out they what like no, this is real life her business plan that
Mhm.
she wants to launch this lip gloss line. One of the lip glosses is called coochie juice. Listen, if you got
Right.
kids, take them out the room. Um,
I heard
but
about it. That's the one I heard about, and I was like, wait, what? And then so I'm special and I'm touched because then I was like, I mean. I was like, we gotta be specific because not everybody's coochie juice is pH balanced. I'm just saying. So I was like, that's not necessarily something that everybody should wear.
Girl.
But I'm just sorry.
Girl.
Not me. I was just like, I'm just saying that's.
So what I want to say, who I'm talking to, who the sober up is for tonight, it's not even for her. Look, I don't care what she chooses to do with her life. I'm more so concerned with the parents of teenagers and young adults who might want to subscribe to this ignorant school of thought, who might think this is cute or funny, who might because you got these double-minded females out here that be like, well, at least she trying to be a business owner. Like, let's not hate on her for running. Shut up. Shut up. You sound stupid. Because and we're going to talk about that tonight. There is business ownership, and then there is just ratchet, like ignorant perpetuation. And that's what this is. This has nothing to do with the ambition of being a business owner. This is literally just bringing ignorance to the market. And there is a huge difference, because the true meaning of entrepreneurship is that you created or innovated something that solves a problem. Okay. Mm-hmm. This don't solve shit. This creates a problem. And I said what I said. Okay. I don't like her. I don't like her music. I am unapologetic about my position on her. Now, listen, yes, I'm all about women empowerment, but there is nothing to empower over there. Until she decides to change, get healed, get saved, and become a whole new person, I don't like her. I don't like nothing she stands for. I think her music is trash. I think the people who support her are stupid. And I said what I said. Mothers, if y'all buy y'all daughters this lip gloss, oh, Jesus. If y'all buy y'all child this lip, or let them wear it, that's on you. And anything that comes as a result of that is on you. And real quick, Mel, I'm going to let you tap in. But do you remember when we were teenagers and they had those bracelets that represented different acts of sex?
Yes.
Remember? Okay. I had on a wristband that was not those bracelets. It was a wristband for track and field. Because y'all know I was a track girl. I ran track, right? My mother saw it and leaped across the couch to jump on me. I lied to y'all. Listen, Angie saw, and it was a track wristband. It wasn't even one of those bracelets. But simply because my mother was aware of what was going on among young people, she saw that wristband and lost her mind and jumped over the couch and jumped on me and was like, take it off. Like, I mean, literally, she was holding my arm and pulling it off at the same time and hitting me. Don't you ever let me see. So be that kind of mama, y'all. If y'all see y'all daughters with this lip gloss, or the homegirl come to your house with that lip gloss, don't let her drink a sip of your juice because you don't know where them lips have been. Okay? No, we're not doing that. Sober up. Go ahead, Mel.
Well, see, here's my problem with it, is because I'm not concerned for the teenagers and the young ladies who are doing it. The problem is that the mamas are going to be the one wearing it. So it's like, unfortunately, we have a society full of many females. We don't have a society full of a lot of women.
That part.
And so females of today's society, trendy, will subscribe to this nonsense. And now you have females raising young girls, and somehow we expect these young girls to grow up to be women.
Come on.
And unfortunately, it's not going to happen, because their mamas are going to be the one buying this lip gloss. Not even if they're buying it for their daughters, they're going to be buying it for themselves.
Right.
And again, they'll be like, well, I'm grown, I could wear it. You can do whatever you want to do. You are grown by number. That does not make you mature. Because if you were mature, you would not want to go out and spend your money and or put something on your face called coochie juice and or gonorrhea. I don't care who made it. I don't care if Michelle Obama made it. Which she won't, but I don't care who made it. It doesn't matter who's it by, who created it. Beyonce, it didn't matter. It's what are you representing and how are you projecting and portraying yourself in society that you think that that's cute.
Right.
Now, you put this stuff on, and I'm pretty sure that if you're subscribing to wear this lip gloss, your outfit will match.
Your behavior, your mindset, your attitude, it all matches.
It's going to all come together.
Yeah.
Now, when a man approaches you in that retrospect, then you're offended. Well, you got up this morning, beat your face, and put coochie juice on your lips. What did you expect him to ask you? Like, how did you expect to be approached?
Right.
You told him exactly what your mindset was without saying a word.
Yep.
Without saying a word. So I'm just, for the grown women, because the 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds, they don't know no better. So I ain't gonna really come for them. I ain't gonna come for them yet.
But I got a comment. When you done, I got a comment on that.
I'm not gonna come for them yet. But for you grown adults, because I'm not even calling y'all women, for you grown female adults that are out here subscribing to the tomfoolery, do me a favor. Y'all should all get together and get an island and go over there by yourselves.
Go over there. Go over there.
Because it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
And then we wonder why women are not taken seriously.
Talk now. Talk.
You be out here putting gonorrhea and
on your mouth.
Voluntarily.
In real life. Okay. And I don't care how good the colors are. It's a no. It's a hell no.
Spend your coins.
But here's one thing I want to say. Okay, let me say this first and then I'll say that. Mm-hmm. Real quick, I meant to say this at the start of the call to the young man who was in my DMs. He asked me, how can I love God and use profanity? Because I'm not perfect. Okay. So if you hear more profanity, I still love God. Okay. I still love the Lord with all of my heart. He ain't delivered my mouth yet. We working on it though, because I need to be a lot worse. But for those of you who assume, oh, there's no way she can, I know it's probably poor representation. I'm working on me. I promise you, I am. But that does not mean that I do not love God simply because I may not always use choice words, right? Or appropriate language. So I just wanted to start with that because I'm sure there's going to be some more that fly out of my mouth at some point, especially when I'm talking about stuff like this. However, one thing I want to say why I'm targeting the young women and mothers who are mothering and parenting young women. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I've learned in my own healing journey and watching my daughters grow is that the enemy always comes for us in our youth. Mm-hmm. Because if he can traumatize you in your youth, then you'll carry that into adulthood and you'll disrupt your destiny because you're so busy carrying trauma. So if you think about anybody who testifies about brokenness, about trauma, about pain, about a delayed purpose, what do they always refer to? Adolescence and childhood. Yeah. Always. It is so rare you talk to an adult that had a perfect childhood and a perfect youth, like teenage years, and they got to adulthood and it was like, oh damn, life got crazy.
True.
It started. So this is why we then have to help our young women. We have to get them around the same age that the enemy is coming for them. Because if he can get people like Slutty Red to influence our young girls, seriously, their choices and decisions will follow the mindset that she's perpetuating, the narrative and the rhetoric that she's perpetuating. They'll absorb that, and then their actions and their decisions and their choices will all align with that school of thought. And then they're traumatized.
Absolutely.
And so if we can get them now, let's stop our young girls now from looking at women like that and idolizing her. Yeah. And it's crazy because there was a debate, and then I'm gonna come back to you, Mel. There was a debate online where people were saying, well, Cardi B is not as bad as Sexy Red. So if you're going to allow your daughter to listen to either of them, at least go with Cardi B. I don't want my child listening to anybody who does not speak about respect, self-respect, respect for others. Like, no, it's like, you can't, like the lesser of two evils. You can, and again, I actually like Cardi B from a business perspective. I like her mindset as a mom. What she raps about to me is like, you got a daughter too now. Like, you got a son too now. Like, eventually her lyrics are going to change. But I don't think us comparing who's worse for our girls makes any sense. The point is, get your girls and surround them with positivity and better images. And it's not a lot to choose from, but they are out there. But go ahead, Mel. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I agree with you. When I said I'm not coming for the little girls, meaning I'm not coming for them so much in critique, because at 13, 14, you don't know no better.
Right.
So my
yeah,
I guess frustration or my like is not at them if they were like, oh, I want that, because you're 14. All of us, whatever was trendy, whatever, when we were 13, 14, we were like, oh, you like it. You 13, you 14, you ain't probably, you don't know no better.
Right.
My thing was for the grown women,
right,
who know better,
right,
who are raising the young girl, and then you're the one that's buying it. I'm not gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get mad at a 12-year-old girl that sees that and says, oh, I want that, because to her, she thinks that that's okay. I'm not gonna get mad at her. I'm going to educate her and school her. Now, if you 25 talking about that, I might cuss you out.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a very different response.
Yeah.
Because you should know better.
Yeah.
Like, I swear, every day I lose a little bit more hope for, like, I feel like the elephants and the rhinos. I feel like we're really becoming extinct.
Yeah.
I feel like they have all these infomercials for like save the African rhino, save the African elephant. Can we get like a save the strong, woman fund, because we about to be extinct.
Right.
We're endangered. Okay, we need a cause. Can somebody start this fund, because we need some programs that's gonna go out in the communities and help, like, reform some, because we're endangered. We're an endangered species. I'm gonna get a shirt that says that. It's gonna say I'm an endangered species. I'm going. Listen, y'all don't steal my idea. What'd you say?
I said I am the last of my kind. That's what we need to say.
I'm an endangered. I think we should add that to the merch. I'm an endangered species.
Yeah, we definitely do.
I feel like
and I mean, for those who are endorsing this and those who are agreeing and championing this, shame on you. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's ridiculous. My daughters will not know anything of it. If I see it in a beauty supply store, I'm gonna smack it off the counter, like, because it's ridiculous. Like, we're just not doing this. And of course, they're only gonna bring it to our community. That ain't making it into nobody Walmart or Target or none of those white zip codes. It's only gonna be.
I'm interested to see.
We spend enough time on that.
If it's gonna pop up in like Sephora, Macy's.
Oh, it's not.
Ulta.
Oh, please.
There have been things that I've been surprised. I mean, cosmetics not so much, but there have been things that I've seen in stores that I didn't think would make it there, and I was like, I'm interested. I'm very interested to see if they are going to stand by a lot of what they say they stand by and stand for, or if they are going to succumb to and give in to the trend or the bottom dollar. I
don't think we're going to see it in any of those major branded chain stores at all. I think, like I said, maybe beauty supply stores and the little boutique and the little eyelash and wig spots might have them, but it ain't getting into none of those, because I think even them, they're going to draw the line. You know what I'm saying? So. Like, it's not worth the backlash that they would get from consumers. But the other thing I want to do while we still have some time before we move into our topics is the sip and shine. And we are actually going to sip and shine to someone that I am only familiar with because of recent events here in Atlanta. But huge sip and shine to Keith Lee, famous TikToker. I didn't know nothing about this dude at all until he came here to Atlanta. And he went to his 14 million followers on TikTok. Now, y'all know I don't have TikTok, so I'm clueless. If it don't make it from TikTok to Instagram, I don't see it, right? But because, again, the impact that he had here in Atlanta this past week and weekend, I went and did some research and some Google searches and, checked out some Instagram reels and things about who he is. So apparently he had a negative experience with Milk and Honey, the real Milk and Honey, that I was not shocked by that, because if it's the same owners, they also have a location in the
Brooklyn.
DMV, and I have had terrible experiences there. And
Isn't
I ain't
there
even
one in
know,
Brooklyn too?
huh?
Isn't there one in Brooklyn, or used to be one in Brooklyn?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like there used to be
I know
one
they're
in
in the DMV, and they apparently have a couple of locations here. And so he went to one of the locations. He sent his family in first. They had a rude, had an unpleasant experience. I'll say it like that. And then he went in, and then all of a sudden they were willing to seat him and all of those things. And for those of you who follow him, he does not like that. He prefers to be treated like a regular person. He buys all his food. He don't want nothing for free. He don't want special treatment. He don't want, preferential treatment. And so apparently he didn't have the best review for them. However, he went to a couple of other restaurants and literally changed their lives. Okay. I'm talking, this man is out here changing lives for these restaurant owners. He went to the Dining Experience, Juicy Jerk, Jamaican Jerk Biz, and the Bodega. Those are the places he went based on my research. If he went to a few more and I missed them, I apologize. Again, I don't follow him, so I didn't even see the reviews. I just happened to do some searches, and this is what came up. But I did watch one of the interviews with the owner of the Dining Experience, and she said literally 24 hours later, she had more people than she could accommodate. She didn't even have enough staff to support because of how much she was flooded the next day after his review. So huge sip and shine to you, Keith Lee, for your reviews and how you're really helping to change Black businesses and Black business owners. Like, that's an amazing thing. And it goes to show you all you need is one person to see you, one endorsement to change your life. So I hope that encourages people to keep going, keep doing what you do, keep doing it your way. Because real talk, the Dining Experience, I didn't see no grass wall, no swings, no, seriously, no mimosa towers. It looked like a regular restaurant, but the quality of food and the quality of customer service is what he spoke about. Mm-hmm. And so I just really hope that encourages these restaurateurs and business owners. Stay true to your vision. Don't try to copy what everybody else is doing, because one person, one review, one endorsement can literally change your life. On the flip side, however, it goes to show how sheep-minded we are, because it took someone like that to go there. Now everybody want to go there. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. We are extremely happy for these restaurants who are now benefiting from his rave reviews and his positive reviews on their food, on their service. And kudos to everybody who went out and supported these restaurants, and keep doing it. Like, let's keep doing it, especially if it's quality. What you know about the situation, Mel? Have you heard anything about?
I don't know much. I did hear about the review, the Milk and Honey review. Then it came out like that they had like several other people, of influence had given like bad reviews about them. And it's very sad, but I feel like businesses of color don't give as much thought into the small things, the greetings. They don't. And so we get a bad rep. So I appreciate the fact that he did both sides of the coin. Yeah. Because so often they only highlight the bad experiences and they never shine light on the good experiences. And so over as a general consensus, when you say, oh, it's a Black-owned restaurant or a Black-owned establishment, people automatically are like, because all you hear about are those bad experiences.
Right.
And so, and again, I mean, I've experienced several, here from working with them, with, my clients, stuff like that. And I'm just like, why? And sometimes I'd be like, Lord, why you can't give me this opportunity to like have this? Because these people, it's a mess.
Yeah.
But we don't. We feel okay with getting by on the bare minimum. And because a lot of us, unfortunately, don't have longevity and foresight, so we're not thinking about opening multiple establishments or having them in different cities. We're like, as long as this one stays afloat and it's okay, we're good. And I'm like, people will come there. People that don't really care, that just want something to eat and they don't really care about the experience, will frequent your establishment. However, the minute something else comes along that offers what you offer with a better quality or better service, you could be out of luck. And I've seen several businesses close down because of that.
Right, right.
I know for me, I don't care. I don't care how amazing the food is. It could make me want to kick grandma down some steps. I don't care. If your customer service sucks and you
Yeah.
rude, or I have to wait an hour and 30 minutes for my food, I'm good.
No, no, true story. No, because here's the thing. I don't care what day of the week, what time of the day, except Sundays. Chick-fil-A drive-through is popping, okay? And
All the
it is
time.
because of that my pleasure. We know we all show up for the my pleasure. Listen, the menu ain't nothing, it's chicken. Okay, you're getting
Okay.
chicken. You come to Chick-fil-A, you're getting chicken, right?
Chicken
So
and
it's not
Polynesian
that they
food.
have this robust menu or all of these food. It's we come for the service. We come because we know our fries will be hot. We come because we know somebody gonna hit that window in that drive-through within 30 seconds of arrival. So again, it's those little things that we do that these restaurants can do to keep bringing in that foot traffic. Because I promise you, I'm sick of Chick-fil-A. I don't eat it no more anyway. But my kids, let's go to Chick-fil-A. Like, really, y'all don't want nothing else? And it's because of the service. That's why people go. So real quick, let's jump in the comments before we get into this topic.
Yes.
And we literally probably got about 30 minutes left of the show. We don't really have a lot prepared for y'all on this topic tonight, but we did want to share what we do have. So let's just see who in the building right quick. We got a lot of love tonight. Hey, Colleen, thanks for being here. Hey, Kiara, she says, hey, y'all, I'm on YT because I can't find y'all on Facebook. Oh, that's all right. YouTube,
We'll take it.
Facebook, wherever you can get us, go and get us. Is that intentional?
Intentional Chiquia. Hey, Chiquia.
Oh, hi. I was like, wait, y'all know my eyes are swollen. Stop playing. I can read. Don't do that. Colleen says, it wasn't in God's plan. The blueprint for your next chapter is being etched out in Jesus' name. I received that, Colleen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Kiara says, okay, I'm where I'm supposed to be. Hey, Natima. Hey, Val. Hey, Key. Hey, Key Kukula. Do you remember when I used to call her Key Kukula?
You used to call her Kikukula, and I used to call her Kiki Nara. I still call her Kiki Nara.
Yo, that's hilarious that I used to call her Key Kukula. Where did I get? Oh, A Different World. That's what Jasmine Guy used to call Kinu.
Oh, yeah, Kiku.
That's where I yo, why did I used to call her Kikukula? Oh, Kikukula, I love it. She says, Tima, you're bigger than another man's purpose. Always have been. Thank you. Y'all are so encouraging. Because seriously, y'all see my eyes. I was legit crying out to God. Like, what happened, Lord? Like, what's going on? Turn her mic off. Oh my gosh, man. We got Tiffany laughing. She said, turn the mic off.
No, turn it up.
So, Colleen, so my bad. I don't know why I thought it said. All right, I'm not going to read no more.
Sexy Red need a copy of each book written by the Diamond Writers because she's lost. But not for nothing, other lost people are supporting this mess. Absolutely.
That part, Colleen. Come on with
she ain't gonna read it.
Seriously.
It has too much proper grammar and etiquette never. Okay, I'm sorry.
She ain't gonna follow. Kiara says, I'm hating because all them lip gloss names is nasty. Imagine your mama telling somebody the name of the lip gloss and she says gonorrhea. No, seriously. Like, Angie would snatch me. Okay? Angie would legit snatch me. All right, let's take one more. Tiffany says, hey, Aunt Angie, thought you was... Shut up, Tiff. I literally got jumped on. Like, my mama jumped on me. Like, she was not playing with me. All right. So let's introduce tonight's topic.
Yes.
Well, again, we kind of already did. But tonight we're talking about mind your business, and not in the way that you would think. We're saying keeping your mind on your business, keeping the business mindset at the forefront of thought so that you're running your business as a business owner. So again, for those of you who might just now be joining the show, might just now be tuning in or even catching the replay, I just want to revisit that Mel and our job is to deal with you, the business owner. A healthy business owner will have a healthy business. And so everything that we talk about is from that perspective. Can we provide some tips and some advice on business operations? Absolutely. But for the most part, we really want to focus on you being a healthy business owner. So with that said, the first topic we're going to talk about today is make a plan. Make a plan. Not just a business plan, not just a financial plan, But we're talking about making a plan for yourself. What type of business owner are you going to be? What type of leader and manager of your staff are you going to be? It is important that you think about those things ahead of time. Know the plan that you have for yourself. Just as an example, as a business owner, I hold myself accountable to do certain things every day for my business. One is to pray over my business, to pray over those connected to my business, and then to pour into those who are pouring into my business, right? That's my plan as a business owner. Those are things that I do before I think about monetizing, before I think about branding, before I think about marketing, before I think about, idea sharing. I am thinking about how am I showing up in representation of Transparent Gem Inc. and the Diamond Writers? How are people going to view me as the business owner? Do I represent the brand in a good way? Am I bringing good energy toward this brand that I'm building? Because if you're building a brand but you haven't built up yourself, your business is not going to last. And if you need some few examples, I'm happy to give them to you. All right. First off,
here they go.
Here they go. Okay, I know you didn't ask, but I'm gonna give them to you anyway. You own a boutique or a shop or some type of brick and mortar, and you open late every day. That ain't got nothing to do with Atlanta traffic. That don't have nothing to do with the line at Starbucks. That's you. You. When you lack time management, when you lack discipline, when you lack structure, when you lack accountability, you are going to show up late for your business because you probably showed up late for school. You probably showed up late for work when you had a 9 to 5 because that's something in you that needs to change. There are so many businesses who lose customers, who lose repeat customers because they just don't open on time.
Or they close early. You close early. You taking 2-hour lunch breaks in the middle of the day. People show up, can't get in. I went to the cell phone store, to the mobile store the other day, about 2 weeks ago, and it says open, door locked. Looking inside, ain't nobody in there. Calling, nobody, and I'm like, it's the middle of the day. How you just closed in the middle of the day? There was no sign on the door that says sorry for, closed for nothing. Y'all just closed.
Y'all just not there.
Y'all just not there during your hours of operation. Make a plan.
Make a plan.
Make a plan.
How are you going to run your business? And here's the thing, so perfect what you said about people not being there, like the store being open, but they're not physically there. In the same way, make a plan for how you're going to deal with customers. How are you going to deal with difficult customers? How are you going to deal with difficult vendors and suppliers? Because the thing is, we feel like because I own the business, then I can show up however I want to. I can be me. I can keep it real and be nasty and be rude. You are going to have a hard time in business because there are going to be instances where you need to just nod and smile, where you are going to have to choose the right thing over the convenient thing, when you are going to have to deny your pride and your ego and take it on the chin. There are just instances that in life is going to present like that, but definitely in business, you're going to need to know when to just be quiet. You don't have to have a response for everything. And if you don't have humility and you don't have that self-awareness, you are not going to be a strong business owner. Because I'm telling you, there are days where you're going to be like, you know what? I want to say something, but I can't say that because I don't agree that customers are always right. Actually, I'm a customer and I know I ain't always right. Okay? But I do agree that there should be a standard of respect given to those who are patronizing your place of business. There should be, so you shouldn't be calling people names. You shouldn't be cursing folks. Well, go and buy from somewhere else. You shouldn't do all of that because guess what? You can go viral for the wrong reason. Quick.
And that one slip up will be what spreads. You could have been doing great for 3 years. That one time you turn up on somebody will be the one thing that gets exposed. That will be your reputation. That'll be dragging behind you for far longer than you thought. So and not only just how you show up in your personality, how you show up physically. How do you look when you show up for your business?
That part.
Do you look? And now listen, I'm the first to tell you, as a business owner and entrepreneur, you don't get a lot of sleep. You don't. But do you look run down when you show up for the meeting?
Right.
You just decide that I don't care. It's my business. I can look how I want to look. It's mine. Like, do you show up in a way that makes people want to know more about your business, want to invest in your business, want to spend their money there?
Right.
Are you properly groomed? And I mean, and that doesn't mean that you have to be suited and booted from head to toe, but do you look like somebody I want to shop with or give my business to or
That
get
part.
service from?
Right.
And that like you said, that boils down to how you show up every day. Monique be talking about all the time about wearing your bonnet outside. Like, listen,
Yeah.
not okay. So if that's something you do and you're very kind of like, I don't care how I look when I go outside, if that translates into your business, that's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't go to Walmart looking any kind of way.
Right.
I don't get dressed to the T, but I make sure that when I step outside, I look like I live somewhere and somebody loves and cares about me.
Right.
My mother used to say, every time you go out, make sure you never know who you're going to see, who's going to see you, and you don't.
Right.
You never know who you're going to see or who's going to see you,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to be a poor representation of your brand because
Right.
you are your brand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your company. You are your brand.
Yep.
So however people perceive you is how they're going to perceive your company.
Yep. Exactly. That's some good advice. And it's so true. It's so true. I think the other thing I just want to add under, making a plan that kind of goes along with, like you said, representation is like really make a plan to invest in yourself as a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
We put a lot of money into the branding and the graphics and the logo and the website and the link tree and the Instagram and the all of the things and the photo shoots, because y'all love a photo shoot when y'all start a business. Honey, ain't got nothing but a photo shoot. You got pictures, okay? Don't got nothing, no product came in yet, but you got pictures, okay?
Right.
And I ain't mad at that, right? But how else are you investing in yourself as a business owner? Are you taking classes? Are you going to networking events to really expand your reach, right? Are you trying to sell to people outside of your family and your friend circle? Mm-hmm. Are you focusing more on strangers, and less on those who know you, because those are usually the least and the last likely to support you, right? So what's your plan for grooming yourself as a business owner? Many of us didn't go to graduate school. Many of us didn't go to, business school. It doesn't mean you can't be successful in running and owning and operating a business, but you do have to be willing to make those investments. There is a certain language in business. You need to know the jargon. You need to know the vocabulary. You can't talk to business owners and suppliers and contractors the way you talk to little mama and them. Like, you can't. It don't translate. It don't transfer. So you have to be willing to do some work. You have to be willing to do some maturing and some growing in that lane. We're not saying that, you have to speak like you get ready to run for office. No, but you should be able to carry a conversation and demonstrate that you're articulate and demonstrate that that you can comprehend. Because the thing is, like, there are people who get offended. But it's like, why do I want to hire you as a consultant when you can't even speak to the people I'm trying to get to? I'm trying to be in that room, and you're not even comfortable talking to them. I can't hire you. You're not who I want. So make those investments in yourself. Like, there are courses, continuing education classes, virtual classes, so much that you can do to just understand and learn and get out and network. Like, don't wait for everybody to come to you. One of my diamonds tagged me in Pinky Cole's American Sesh or something like that she's doing. I wasn't even aware of it until she tagged me, and it looks really dope. But it's kind of like a think tank for entrepreneurs, authors, and restaurateurs, and they tours, and they come together and they just share. They just share ideas. They talk about testimonies. They tell you how they started their business. They give advice. And then there's networking opportunities and all these other things, right? Mm-hmm. So Jay and I bought VIP tickets because we're going to go. I think it's coming up on the 12th or something like that. But those types of rooms, that's where you want to be to network, because obviously the people that are there, they feel the same way about themselves and their business, or they wouldn't be there. So those are the kind of rooms you need to be in, because those are the people that will propel you into the next level of life. So that's the last thing I wanted to say on make a plan. Know the plan for you. as the business owner before you make the plan for the business.
One last thing.
Knowing
Make
that,
it your plan. Yours. Please don't go Google the plan and then try to implement it. Establish the plan for you.
for you.
It is not a cookie cutter thing. Yes, there are things that you can learn from, but it's your plan. It's your vision. It's your business. It has to be what's going to work for you. Stop being lazy.
Yeah.
Google is not for everything. Neither is Siri or Alexa.
No, it's true. It is so true.
Not.
It is so true. And then, you know what, Mel? I don't think people realize when you are out here emulating and imitating what others are doing, you don't have the grace for it. You don't have the anointing for it. You don't have the natural gifts for it. You don't have the innate capabilities, the skill set. So you're going to be missing so much that the idea won't move because you don't have anything. You don't have the force behind it to push it forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know this from experience. There were so many things I tried. I said, I'm going to do this because I saw it work for this person. And I had a little bit of understanding. So I thought that was enough to build a whole business. And many of us do that. We get a little bit of understanding of something.
And be ready to go.
A little bit of taste of something. And then we try to build this whole business behind it.
Yep.
And then we're frustrated and we're broke because we don't spend all of our money investing in something that's not for us. It's just not for you. That's not your lane. That's not your idea. That's not your gift. And that's okay. Find your gift. This young man got 14 million followers. Ain't never been to a culinary art school in his life because I looked. That is not his background. But yet,
Google's good for that. Okay.
Of people listen to him and go where he says go. Because again, you don't really need, all of those degrees and that training to have taste buds.
It tastes good, right?
Right. You don't need all of that to determine something if you were treated well at an establishment or at a venue. So that's beside the point. But my point is, because he's operating in his gifts, he leaned on his own gifts and operating in that space. And look what it's done for his life.
Mm-hmm.
14 million people in the world say, I ain't going until he say I should go.
Look, and he's doing it his own way. That's all.
His own way from his car.
Do it your way. Make sure it's the plan for you, not the copy and paste version that you got off of Google.
True story. So we're talking about mind your business. That is the topic for tonight on this Bay Day, on this Business and Entrepreneurship Day. So we told you how to make a plan for yourself. We gave you just a few tips to make your plan. Now, we want to talk about how to make your profit. Again, we are not business coaches. We are not, finance coaches and profit. No, it's not what we specialize in, but we are business owners. And so there is some experiential advice and some opinions that we just want to share. You can take it or leave it. That's all I'm saying. All right, Mel. So how can they make a profit? You and I are in two different lanes.
Yes.
But to me, being able to approach your business from a profitable and monetizing your business, you can use it across industries. So what would you say to tell someone, hey, here's some ways that you can, monetize and profit off your business?
First of all, you have to know your market. Know your market. Know who you are catering to. You can't cater to everybody. You can't. Right. Now, your services can be available to everybody, but you have to hone in on a specific group demographic that you are catering to.
Yep.
Because if you try to spread that and make it fit everyone, it's going to fit no one.
Right. Right.
It's not. So you have to know your demographic, know your market, know who you are trying to sell to, because that's also how you're going to be able to pitch your stuff. That's how you're gonna be able to present it, because okay, well, listen, I'm making this for women between 18 and 25 that's what I'm focused on. Now, if somebody 45 sees it and likes it, great.
Right.
But you're focusing on this, which means all of your marketing, your language, your lingo, your design, everything that you're doing is focused on these individuals.
Right.
If you don't pick a lane, you ever seen a car that ain't in the lane, just be doing this? That's what's gonna happen with your business, because you're not in a lane. And guess what? If a car drives in all the lanes for too long, what's going to happen? Eventually, it's going to hit something. It's going to
Yeah.
crash.
Yeah.
Find your lane. Find your lane. That's one, how to make profit. Two, know your product. The worst thing you could ever do is have somebody try to sell you something. You ask them the questions, and they like, hold on, you don't know what you're selling. You
True
don't.
story.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
Quick, done. I don't want to. I'm scared now because now I'm scared about the quality, and because you don't know. I'm nervous. I don't trust it. Because how do you not know it? It's yours. How do you not know what's in your product, what you're selling, what services, how your services? Know your stuff. Know your stuff. I've seen people sell water to the ocean just because they knew how to talk and sell it and describe it. And they made it sound great. And it was like, and they knew all the elements, and they was like, yep, it's this much salt in the water. They just knew it. And so it just sounded like, oh my God, this is great, because they took time to really learn their product and knew what their purpose for their product is. Know your stuff.
Yeah.
Know it. I'm gonna stop there, let you go, and then we can come back.
No, that's so good. That is so good. And as always, we always have similar thoughts, but one in particular that I always tell anyone who asks me about, business and how I've been successful in business, whether in corporate or in, entrepreneurship or in the entrepreneurial lane, is being unique. Like, bring something unique to the market. And it doesn't have to be a new idea. Like, one of my good friends, she always says, don't recreate the wheel, just throw rims on it. Like, you don't have to create a new idea, just bring a unique perspective to the idea. So if you need an example of what I mean, McDonald's sells coffee, Burger King sells coffee in the morning, Dunkin' Donuts sells coffee in the morning, but why does the line to Starbucks always be far out in the street? Because Starbucks took a common need. Everyone needs coffee in the morning, right? They took a common need and they created something unique around it. Instead of calling their beverages small, medium, large, they call them tall. And then what's the other one?
Grande. There we go.
But literally, it's a small, medium, or large coffee, but they just don't call it small, medium, or large. They decided we are going to market this same product just differently. And we are willing to pay $9 for it. And it's the same thing. It's coffee beans that are grinded, added water, milk, soy milk, whatever. But yet we're
sugar, flavored syrup.
We're willing to spend our hard-earned money on it every single morning. We're willing to wait in these 15, 20, 30-minute lines every morning simply because of the uniqueness of Starbucks. And you can argue with me all you want, but that is literally it. I learned that in a marketing class during
the customer service. Because Starbucks calls you by name. You feel special. Because they call you by your name.
They take your name, they put your name on the cup, they customize your experience. Very similar to Chick-fil-A. So that is something that you want to do to profit and to marginalize or meet the bottom line, and have a margin for your business. You need to be unique. You need to offer something very unique. Solve a problem with your product or your service. That is a sure way to keep people coming back. The other thing I wanted to say, very similar to what Mel's already said, again, our minds often overlap, is try to specialize instead of generalize. Like, specialize in something instead of trying to offer everything. Y'all know Black people, we talented. Okay, we are talented. We will have a beauty salon that does brows, lashes, makeup, hair, sell the hair, buy the hair, sew the hair. We'll also sell, dinners in the back. We also help babysit over in the other room. Girl, specialize instead of generalize. Don't try to do it all. You want to master one thing. And if you expand later, that's awesome. But try to be specific and specialize in one key area. There are so many things that the Diamond Writers are now doing, but I had to focus on just writing books. For the first several years, it was just writing. That's all we do. We don't do nothing else. Sorry. You looking to do? We don't do that. We just write. Over here, we just write. But now we have a speaker network. Now we have Cut and Clarity Media, which is our media group where we're doing a documentary. Now we're expanding into other realms of media and in the literary medium because we've mastered writing, we've mastered the anthologies, we've mastered that part of the business. And so now we can expand. But had I started the Diamond Writers and Diamond Influencers and Cut and Clarity and the Shine Squad, girl, bye.
Yeah, something would have fell through the cracks.
Mm-hmm. We wouldn't have made it past year one. So specialize instead of generalize. That's all the advice I have on.
You know, I was like, they be like, Mel, what you do? I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. But again, like you said, it was one thing first, and then it was like, it's like when you make, it's like cooking. You don't just throw everything in the pot. You this gotta go in first, and then that gotta cook. You gotta throw something. You gotta layer it.
Exactly. And it's not saying don't use the talent, just don't use it all at one time.
Right.
That's all.
I think that's all I have for profit. Just
go ahead.
Be unique. Know your market. Know your product. That's it.
And again, like I said, we don't have all the details, all the business advice. That's another podcast. It's another show. But what we do
handle your money right.
That it helps you. Exactly.
Look, handle your finances right.
Handle your coins.
Hire
professionals. That's another way to make a profit. Don't cut corners. Hire people who know what they're doing so that you don't have to clean up later. We'll talk about that on another episode because we're running out of time. And the last topic we want to talk about as a business owner here on the Bay Day is to make a difference.
Yes.
Make a difference. Make sure that your business is impactful, not just influential, not just inspirational, not just great products and innovative. Make sure that you're making a difference. And it could be in the smallest ways, getting involved in the community in which you serve, having excellent customer service. You would be surprised how much that makes a difference in someone's day and the reason for them coming back. We all have social responsibility. I don't care what type of business you own. We are all accountable for how we show up as a business, as business owners. Corporate America calls it social responsibility. They put millions of dollars behind their social responsibility and corporate responsibility every year. And so many business owners have that same approach. We just don't have it on that grand scale as a Fortune 50 or Fortune 200 company does. But it doesn't mean that you can't still make a difference. Do the small things that matter to people, that matter to the community, that matter to those that you serve. Whether it's a former diamond of ours, Chris J. She owns Crown and Glory. And I remember every year she would do a customer appreciation dinner for her clients, or a client appreciation dinner. And I just thought that was so amazing. Like, they spend hundreds of dollars getting their hair done and the maintenance of their hair. Thousands, some of them, right?
That's expensive.
And this is her way of just giving back to them. She supports their businesses. But I just thought that was such an amazing thing to do. She doesn't have to do it. She's a business owner. You pay her for what she does for you. You pay her for her service. But the fact that she does that and then creates and cultivates a space for like family, that's making a difference. Because I guarantee you, if those women move and never get their hair done by her again, they will remember her simply because of how she makes a difference in their lives. So make sure that your business is an imprint. Make sure that your business is memorable. Make sure that you're doing things for people that they can't have done in other places. Yeah, you do lashes, but what unique thing do you bring that makes someone feel a certain way about getting their lashes done? Why they want to keep investing in you? So make sure that you're making a difference. That's all that I have for that. Mel, how can they make a difference as business owners?
Reach back. You figured it out. You figured out some stuff. Teach someone else. Take someone under your wing that wants to do what you do, and teach them. Don't feel like if you teach somebody what you're doing, they're going to come and take your spot. You don't. It's not. That builds reputation. Yeah. That, first of all, that opens another door of blessings for you. Yeah. But reach back, teach, share, show. If somebody and don't feel like if you go somewhere else and you see something that you could provide some advice on, don't talk about them, help them. If you figured it out and they haven't, what does it hurt you to give them a gem?
That's so good.
What does it hurt you to give them a piece of the knowledge that you have so that they can succeed as well? There is room for all of us to do what needs to be done. Because if there wasn't, the vision and the gift wouldn't have been given to you. Okay, it's room. There's room for it. That's my biggest thing is reach back, teach someone else, show someone else what you've learned. And if you have a skill or a service that can help someone else, offer it. It doesn't hurt you. Just because you struggle doesn't mean you have to force somebody else. Well, I had to struggle and figure it out on my own, so why do they?
Right.
If you didn't have to, would you have wanted to?
Right. Come on. That part. That's good.
Make a difference, because you never know. That person that you help may come back and help you.
That's good.
My make a difference is reach back. Pay it forward.
That's so good.
That's it.
I love that. My mentor used to always say, when you make it to the top, it's okay to send the elevator back down. Like, it's okay to let the next person come up. They won't knock you out your spot. I absolutely love that. And that is so true. Like,
and they may not even be coming to your floor.
Right. Or they may not even be doing the same thing as you. And like you said, and not always put a price on it. Like it irks me when people learn something or someone has invested in them and then they turn around and put it in a master class and charge $1,500 for it. That was free information you just got. And now you want to monetize it? Like, that's so unfair. Give it, like you said, give it to the next person, please. And thank you. Well, those are all of our topics for tonight on this Bay Day Business and Entrepreneurship episode. We hope that you enjoyed Mind Your Business. What are your final thoughts? What's your gem? Let's go ahead and give them a gem.
Here's a gem. So what's my gem for today? I'm going to use the show topic. Mind your business. Okay? Figure out your stuff. We spend so much time paying attention to what everybody else is doing that we're not paying enough attention to what we're doing. Mind your business. What does your business need?
Right.
What does your client need? What does your company need to take it to the next level? Don't worry about what that person has or how they got it or where they came. That's not, it's unless you worrying about it to try to get some information and tools to help yourself. But if you're worrying about it to be messy and to be petty and to be jealous, mind your business.
Exactly.
Focus on what's happening in here. And not just in here, meaning your business, in here, meaning internally too. Check yourself sometimes. Figure out what you need to change to take your business to the next level. Because sometimes it's not the business. Sometimes it's definitely the business owner.
Right. Right. That part. So before I drop my final gem, I do want to come back to the comments because we have a couple of new people here and we want to acknowledge you and thank you for being on the show tonight. So hello to Cassandra. She's saying hello, Queens. Hello. Thank you so much for being here, sis. It's so good to see you. And then we also have a newbie I've never seen before, Angela.
Angie.
Hi. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the Hustle and Shine podcast. We also have Is it Gerald? Yes, Gerald. Hey, the Anthony. Wait a minute. I know that name. That's Waka Flocka family right there. I know him. What's going on? Thank you so much for joining the show. And this last one, forgive me, I cannot make it out. But we see you waving, and we are so glad to have you on the show. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Literally, my final gems are very similar to what Mel just said, and that's just investing yourself. I am a firm believer that a healed business owner creates a healthy business. You want to take care of you first. I know the trend of entrepreneurship is to burn yourself out and grind and this hustle culture and work until wee hours in the morning and only people up is you and you know what I'm saying, Mexicans, listen. You don't have to do all that to be successful. Take care of yourself. Get adequate rest because the more rest you have, the more innovative you are, the more creative you're thinking because you're not exhausted. We don't understand physical exhaustion is literally just a reflection of how we're feeling mentally. When you are mentally tired, it shows up in your body. Give yourself rest. What's for you is for you. Whether you get 8 hours of sleep or 12 hours of sleep or 2 hours of sleep, what's for you is still going to be for you. So make sure that you're doing health, that you're creating healthy habits now on the front end, because when you get busy in business, you're going to have to turn down some speaking engagements. You're going to have to turn down some customers and some clients because you're going to be way too busy, and you do not need to cut into your family time or your personal time for business. It is never worth it. I promise you, it will not be worth it. What is for you will be yours. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself and developing healthy habits. Of course, continue to like, share, and subscribe the Hustle and Shine podcast. We appreciate you. We are believing God for more viewers and new subscribers in 2024. We love you for supporting us. We thank you. We want to hear from you. Make sure that you're submitting your Dear Diamond letters. Make sure that you are sending us your show ideas. If you have people, not just topic ideas, but if you have people that you want to see us interview or have on the show, please let us know. You can reach out to us at admin@diamondwriters.com. Mel, what am I forgetting? I'm always forgetting something.
Well, Dear Diamonds is next week. So if you've caught any of our previous Dear Diamond episodes, listen, we answer your letters. So understand, if you submit the letters, we do answer you. So don't think that we're not, that you're just, it's in vain. So submit your letters, submit your questions. We will answer it next week on our Dear Diamond show. We have a virtual journaling workshop happening in November 19th, December 10th, and January 14th. I think I got that right. So if you are a new to journaling, want to learn about journaling, are an expert journaler and just kind of want some more tips, definitely sign up. It is free virtual workshop. It is called Write to Release. So writing is a great way to release feelings and emotions and all that. So definitely visit www.diamondwriters.com and register to any of the 3 dates.
Yes. Or all three. You can come to all three. Right.
Share, tell a friend, share with a friend.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, of course, for more info on our upcoming anthology, She Is Me, and our release event happening in Miami, Florida, the Diamond and Blanc event. So stay tuned for that. Tickets will go on sale in January. So stay up on that. And again, always visit us. Stay on our Instagram. Check it out. We got great merch. See what's new with us. We always posting about what diamonds are doing, both within our community and outside in their own circles. So make sure you stay tuned so you can know what's going on with all of our diamonds.
Yes, please. Awesome. Well, y'all got it here on the Hustle and Shine podcast. We cannot wait to see you next Wednesday. Until then, continue to hustle and shine. Wow. Good night, folks.
Good night, y'all.
Let's go.